3D printed shoes that grow with kids. Fashion meets function. Welcome back to the 3D printing series. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and today's video is a beautiful collision of practicality, innovation, and social impact. We're talking about 3D printed shoes that grow with children, a solution that's not only fashionable, but deeply functional, especially for underserved communities. In today's world, where kids outgrow their shoes every few months, and millions of children go barefoot due to poverty, this breakthrough isn't just a convenience, it's a revolution. Let's start with the problem. Children grow fast, sometimes unpredictably. Parents know the cycle. You buy a pair of shoes, and within a few months the child's feet have grown. Multiply that by multiple kids, add economic constraints, and you quickly see how difficult it can be to keep up with basic clothing needs. Now scale that to a global level. In developing countries, millions of children don't have proper footwear at all. And without shoes, kids are vulnerable, not just to injury, but to infection, parasitic diseases, and long-term developmental issues. So how does 3D printing change this? In recent years, companies like Echo, Adidas, and experimental design labs have been exploring the use of 3D printing to make adaptive, expandable shoes. Some focus on performance and personalization. Think elite running shoes, tailored to your exact foot shape. Others are designing humanitarian footwear, 3D printed shoes that physically grow with a child's foot size, expanding and adjusting to provide proper support over time. How is that possible? Let's break it down. 3D printed shoes are built using flexible thermoplastic materials like TPU or TPE, which can bend, stretch, and mold to form. Using adaptive design, the shoe is printed with geometric structures, often hexagonal or lattice style, that are capable of expanding when pressure is applied over time. The structure can stretch without deforming, maintaining comfort and stability while adjusting to a growing foot. Some designs even use modular parts. Think of a base sole and detachable, reprintable upper layers that can be swapped out as the child grows. Instead of buying a whole new shoe, parents or local aid workers can simply print the next size segment. It's plug-and-play footwear that evolves with the wearer. And this isn't hypothetical. Several NGOs have begun deploying this concept in real-world scenarios. One notable example is The Shoe That Grows, a nonprofit initiative, originally not 3D printed, but now being prototyped for 3D scalability, that created sandals capable of adjusting 5 sizes and lasting up to 5 years. The 3D printing community quickly picked up this challenge. What if these adaptable shoes could be printed on-site, on demand, anywhere in the world? Enter mobile 3D printing labs. In refugee camps, disaster zones, and remote villages, deploying a printer loaded with biodegradable filament could empower communities to print hundreds of pairs of shoes, tailored to each child's needs, without ever needing a factory or store. That's not just cost-effective, that's sovereign design. It means families aren't dependent on slow donations or imports. They can print what they need when they need it. But 3D printed shoes aren't just about function. They're also changing the fashion game. Brands like Echo have explored AI-designed soles, created by scanning your exact walking pattern, foot strike pressure, and gait. Then they 3D print a midsole that's ergonomically perfect for your foot. Add to that the option to customize the color, material, tread style, even brand your own initials, and you've got luxury footwear that feels more like a second skin than a product. This is individualized fashion. And as 3D printing becomes more integrated into consumer platforms, we'll likely see apps where you scan your feet, pick a style, and your shoes are printed in-store or shipped within hours. Let's talk impact. For the developed world, 3D printed shoes offer better fit, fewer returns, hyper-personalized style and function, reduced waste through on-demand local printing, and radically faster innovation cycles in design. For the developing world, it offers equity and comfort. Kids no longer suffer because of size or supply. It means local empowerment. Villages and schools can manage footwear access themselves. And it creates new job categories: 3D printer technicians, material recyclers, designers, jobs based in solution, not dependency. But it also opens the door to rethinking how we view ownership. If you can print a shoe when you need it and recycle it when it's done, why stockpile closets full of shoes? Why buy 5 pairs when you could print one perfect pair and evolve it as needed? This shifts fashion from consumption to creation, from seasonal trends to timeless utility. Now let's zoom in on the sustainability angle. Traditional footwear manufacturing creates massive waste: cutting, gluing, stitching, transporting parts from all over the globe. A 3D printed shoe, on the other hand, can be produced as a single unit, with minimal material excess. Some materials are even biodegradable or recyclable, meaning old shoes can be ground down and reused to print new ones. Circular fashion meets 3D innovation. This doesn't just save money, it saves landfills, it saves water, it saves the emissions from global shipping. And when we talk about green innovation, this is what it looks like. Not just clean factories, but no factories at all. Let's talk challenges. Of course, there are still limitations to solve. Materials need to be breathable, durable, and skin-safe. Printing times must be reduced to handle scale. And the economic model needs to support both low-cost and high-style options to truly reach across class divides. But every year, we get closer. So what does the future of footwear look like? Imagine kids growing up with just one pair of shoes, and that pair grows with them. Every 6 months, a new section is printed. When it's worn out, it's recycled locally. No waste, no trips to the store, just function, fashion, and full autonomy. Imagine shoe stores transforming into scanning booths and printing lounges. You walk in, scan your feet, choose a style, and walk out 30 minutes later in a shoe made just for you, down to the arch support and heel balance. No more break-in periods, no more blisters. That's not just innovation, that's reimagination. Let me leave you with this. We've spent centuries forcing our feet to fit into someone else's mold. With 3D printing, we reverse that. Now, the world adjusts to you. Whether it's a child in need or a consumer seeking the perfect stride, this technology says one thing clearly. Fit should never be a luxury. It should be a right. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing. And no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive Mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief Tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones, the replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans, the merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife, where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science, reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science, the end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science, gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies, engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs, birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing, printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era, the rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans, the slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities, algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies, citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans, emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning, your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech, intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.